right into it. So Darcy and her sister are falling apart. I mean, filler is shifting, weaves are falling out, nails are falling off. Like, they are not okay. And who was surprised by that? You know what I mean? It's Darcy. Like, Darcy and her sister, they stay at some kind of salon. A nail salon, a hair salon, a tanning salon, plastic surgery. Listen, do what you gotta do. Oh no, you know what? I went to a nail salon in Glendale, and they also do filler. And I was like, is this legal? So listen, who knows? But they are not doing well during this quarantine. And it is absolutely frightening to see Darcy like press her hair and just, you know, an extension part of her real hair comes up and she's just like, oh, there goes another one. So I guess since this whole thing has been happening, she is just used to, like, you know, her hair just falling out and, you know, the weeds, extensions, whatever it is, just taking out her scalp with it. And she's okay, because this is the new normal for a lot of us, especially those who get, you know, the work done. And people who are not used to, you know, taking care of themselves in certain ways. Like, I know, like, people who know how to do their nails are, you know, gods right now. You know, if you know how to do your nails and your eyebrows, listen, you are winning. You are winning. I know how to do everything else but my eyebrows and my feet. So you ain't never seeing them feet till we get out of here. So to get by until things in Connecticut start to open up, Darcy has ordered a gel nail set. I was like, Darcy, gel nails? That's where you're starting? You don't know how to do nails and you're starting with gel nails? And guys, she brought the professional set. This is what professionals use. She had like that drill, that nail drill that they use. She had the UV light thing that, you know, you put the nails in, and the gel nail polish. She had the whole set. And I'm like, if you don't know how to do your nails, why are you starting with gel? Why are you messing around with power tools and UV ray lights? And she almost took her sister's finger off. I'm like, why did they think that this was, you know, it's Darcy. Yeah, Darcy and her sister. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they thought that this was a good idea. I'll say this though, they look really different without all of the upkeep. And I'm not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, wow, this is Darcy. She does not look like herself. Chantel and Pedro, the happily married couple. That's what they are. These two are in love, madly in love. Out of all of these 90-day fiancé couples, I honestly believe that these two will make it to the end. Like, they will have kids. They will be at their grandkids, you know, graduations. These two are going to last. I feel like the family drama is just made up when you see them outside of the show. Like, right now, there are no producers coaching them or telling them what to do. It is just the both of them filming each other in self-quarantine. And I'm telling you, they are just making it work. And in marital bliss. Like, even when they were trying to make some conflict, it just wasn't believable. I'm like, you are the only married couple that I know or that I have witnessed who is like going through this quarantine and it's just fun. Like, they're bored, right? But they're just really in like this peaceful, loving place. And it's such a contrast to what they portray on the show, which is why I just don't believe that this couple has the issues that they show us on the show. I don't believe it. These two are madly in love. This is the real deal. This is one of the 90-day fiancé couples, in my opinion, that are the real deal. Anyway, we see them in their self-quarantine. All Pedro does is play video games. Does he make money from this? Or is this something that he likes to do? Because neither one of them are working, right? Is Chantel? No, Chantel is in school. And I think when we see her in the scrub, she's training. So I don't know if she's getting paid for the training. And he cannot legally work in the United States. So yeah, he might not be making money from video games. This just might be something that he's obsessed with, just something that he does in his leisure time. And because he is not working and hasn't worked, this is all he does. How is this couple surviving if neither one of them is working? I don't think they could be on public assistance if they're on this show. Is the show paying them? You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. They had their own spinoff. I would not be surprised if the show was paying them a nice little chunk of change so that they're able to survive like this, because I just thought about it. I was like, he cannot work in the United States. Wait, maybe he can because they're married. Wait, okay. Who got the tea? Is Pedro making money off of these video games, or is this something that he just enjoys doing? And does Chantel actually have a job, or is she just training to become a nurse? I know she's in school. Something ain't adding up. How they get their money? So while they're self-quarantined, Pedro is having what a lot of people are having, which is an Amazon breakdown. You go through several stages of, being self-quarantined, and one is, sadness, anger, depression, and then you just start buying everything. You just start online buying for no reason. And you know what? Listen, I was watching Pedro and I was just like, yo, that's me. Pedro is me, because all of a sudden I'm just like, you know what? I need this. Let me just go on and hit send payment. I don't need that stuff. I don't. Half the time it gets here after it goes through all of that, drama that, the essential workers are doing to get to your space. You look at it, you open it and you look at it and you're just like, what the hell was I thinking? Case in point, this. Guys, where am I going? What's happening here? It just arrived. My sister thinks I'm insane. And my mom wants one. Of course. Like, what? If we were not in this situation, I wouldn't have this. But here we are. I bought a hair hat and Pedro bought a bidet. That's what happens. Because he buys this bidet and then he gets it. And Chantel is just like, a bidet is for a fancy home and a fancy bathroom. We live in neither. Like, we don't have a fancy home and we don't have a fancy bathroom. So why do we have a bidet? Poor Pedro had no idea that you have to screw the bidet into the wall, and they're renters, obviously, so they can't do it. And he was so disappointed. He was sitting down looking at the bidet like, bidet, you gotta go back. I'm not sending this back though. Listen, this might come in handy. We in an apocalypse. Let's talk about Chantel and this dance routine. I thought that her and her family were doing why do I have to? I just realized I got really hot and I'm like, why am I hot? See? It's not going back. Anyway, so she is doing this dance routine with her family. And I'm like, oh, this makes sense because everybody is doing these TikTok challenges. So, of course, this is something that Chantel, this hair is all over me, Chantel and her family is doing, right? No, they're just doing these dances to pass the time away. I'm like, if you're just doing these dances where nobody's going to see them, it's just you and your family having fun until this thing is over. Why are you in these hoe shorts? Not saying that you got to put on hoe shorts for the world to see, especially as a married woman. But I just don't understand this entire outfit for your mama. It didn't make sense. It did not make sense. But you know what? It's Chantel. I love Chantel, but her attire gives me escort tees. Just not a lot. Caesar. Why are we filming Widget the World Watcher? I don't want to watch him. After he scammed us on his only season, I hope. I'm not interested in his story. Caesar and that broad from the Ukraine was scamming. I do not know why the producers cannot see it. Why they're giving him camera time. Even after he was exposed, him and that chick was exposed for scamming and putting this whole thing together. Why are you guys still giving him this platform? It just doesn't make any sense, because even when we see Caesar, everything is still a lie. He's still lying. He's still scamming. His whole storyline in self-quarantine is fake. Why are they giving him this platform? Did they sign him on to a 2-year contract or something? This is not making any sense. Anyway, we see Caesar in his toddler biking cap, because I'm just like, I've seen bikers with the helmets. They are never this big. He looks like a toddler in a biking helmet. Anyway, so we see him in his apartment or is it a home? In his home. And his room looks exactly how I would imagine Caesar's room to look. A palm tree duvet and purple curtains from Wish. Exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought his place will look like. Anyway, he's lying, saying that since the nail salon that he works at is closed, how he's making his money now is giving tutorials on how to give at-home pedicures by yourself while you're in quarantine to some of his customers. There's no way that people are paying to watch a tutorial from Caesar about how to do their toes. There's no way. There's no way, because even when we were watching his good friend watch his tutorial, she was grossed out by them feet with them gray toenails. I was like, first of all, Caesar, how are you a nail tech and your feet look like that? Do you got the Rona? Because the toes were gray and then he had like a brown spot on his like second to last pinky toe. What is going on with his feet? That girl was grossed out. And so was I. I was like, are those toes gray? Is that healthy? Is that hereditary? What is that? Because I could not get past his feet. Gray toes. And it was like, I don't know if it was a mole, or if it was the Rona, or if it was like an overgrown toenail on the second to last toe. Whatever it was frightening. And you charging somebody for that? Stop lying. Speaking of more of his lies, he tells the producers that he's been keeping a secret from them. What is the secret, Widget? The secret is he flew to the Ukraine to meet with that girl. She was shocked to see him, but she sat down with him. They walked around in the park. They took pictures, and she held his arm. The producer, like a sane human being. Oh, where are the pictures? Oh, she erased them. Caesar, what? I just cannot believe that they are giving this guy camera time. He's obviously lying. Are y'all giving him camera time because y'all plan on exposing him the next season? If we're going to get an expose on Caesar, then I'll take it. But if you're going to keep on having him feed us these lies, then I can't. I will refuse to cover him if this is how they're going to continue to give us Caesar. For some reason, they're not listening to the fans about it, because we have two people on Before the 90 Days who are doing the same thing that Caesar did, lying about these partners that we never see. So we just watch them all of the time. So we never see their international partners. We only see them and we see pictures of these international partners, but we never see the actual people. What is his name? Dave and Miss Yolanda. Those two are doing the same exact thing that Caesar did. And I'm just like, I don't understand why you guys are bringing them back if Caesar wasn't successful. I don't know. I have no idea, but I think this is the way that 90 Day Fiancé is going. And I'm like, this is not good. There's no storyline here. It's just a vlog about this person's dating life. And nobody wants to see that, especially for Caesar. He has a lawn chair in his living room. That's his furniture. Not surprised. Not surprised. Olga and Steven. I was actually really happy to see this couple. Steven got on my nerves on his season. I just felt like he was being verbally and mentally abusive to Olga. I really, really did. However, we are now seeing a very mature version of Steven. I don't know. Maybe it was the married life. Maybe it was fatherhood. Whatever it is, something in his life has really matured him. And it was really just cute watching this young couple try to navigate life. I wish we would have seen this on his season when we were introduced to Steven and Olga. And I don't know if it was the producers. I don't know if it was just the stress of everything that he had to deal with. But he was not likable. He's really likable. He's really likable on self-quarantine. Just a really sweet young man trying to take care of his family. The baby is beautiful. It's real life. These two are real life. Just a young couple who don't have much money trying to, navigate this life that they have. This new marriage and this new baby and just trying to make it work. And they both seem just really cute and happy. I didn't see any glimpses of old Steven or any issues with this couple. I just thought they were really cute and adorable to watch. I will say this though, Steven. Steven and Olga have moved into his grandmother's home. They're both living out of one room, and Steven said that they did that so that they could save money to move to the West Coast. I hope you're talking about Temecula. You better not be talking about Los Angeles. There's no way that you will be able to afford to take care of your family in Los Angeles. My advice to you is to start a YouTube channel where you prank your wife and you tell us your business. That's it. When you get to 1 million followers, move to the West Coast, but move to Fresno, because even then you still cannot afford Los Angeles. He's young, so maybe that's why I made that decision when I was in my 20s. Child, let me tell you something. God knew what he was doing to get me over here. He got me young, because if I was in my 30s, there was no way I was moving to Los Angeles. No way, but he got me when I was a baby. I just don't think you're a young man. You don't come from money. Currently struggling, because currently he's a delivery driver for Domino's Pizza. You can't afford LA. You can't afford LA. If you moved in, you had some roommates, but you're a husband. You got a wife that can't work, or can she? Can Olga work? I think you have to be in the United States for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I don't think Olga can work. And you got a toddler. Yeah, I think you need to continue living your life in the South, where it's affordable. You know what I mean? We have cameras. You don't have to be here anymore. Like, you don't have to be in LA to try to make something of yourself in the entertainment industry. YouTube has provided a space where you can bring Hollywood to where you're at. You know what I mean? They've really changed the game, and I think that's where you need to go. I do not think that you need to try to move your family to the West Coast. Fresno, maybe. Temecula, maybe. Los Angeles, don't even think about it. And am I killing your dreams? No, I'm helping you. As somebody who lives here, baby, you don't need to do it. You're already on TV. Make the most of your opportunities from Virginia. Continue to live in your grandmother's home. Speaking of this grandmother's home, she got a whole house. Grandma ain't working. They obviously don't come from no money. Is this a Section 8 home? Steven, you living in the Section 8 home? Listen, don't you dare move. Your grandmother's rent is $20. Why would you leave that situation? I know Olga wants to live in something bigger. I know you guys want to have your own space, but right now you're young. Save your money. Get a nice little trailer, something that y'all can afford, and then start to build from there. Stay put, baby. Don't come out here. You'll put so much stress on your marriage financially that you do not need. Also, if your grandmom is on Section 8, you probably just jeopardized her living situation, because Section 8 don't like you living with no man. As soon as they find out a man is living at your place, Section 8 is like, oh, you got a man. You don't need me. You can get out. You can pay for this your damn self. So I don't know, buddy. I don't know if you should have told us that you're staying with your grandma, because how was grandma affording this house? How was she affording these taxes? She not working. Steven is a delivery driver from Domino's. This is giving me welfare fraud. And another thing, until Section 8 figures out what y'all doing over there at their home, help grandmama pay some of them bills. She shouldn't be paying nothing. She isn't. I think I'm paying. The taxpayers are paying. But I'm just saying, you guys are saying that you're saving all of your money to move to the West Coast. Save all of your money to move to something within the same vicinity. Your grandmother's getting older. She's going to need help, especially since you're the only person in her life who could take care of her. So I think you need to stay. I think you need to help her. She's an older woman, and you need to not just be taking all of the money that you make and take care of your family. You should also be taking care of some of the bills and responsibilities in the home that you are staying in rent free. That's one thing. If you're going to stay with somebody, even if they say it's okay, you don't gotta, do anything. You don't gotta pay me nothing. Still do it. Still do it, because it says a lot about who you are. Even if somebody is giving you a blessing, don't turn their blessing into a curse by being a burden. You know what I mean? So, throw grandmama a coin, put some money in savings, and keep your behind put in the South. You don't need to be out here. Skid Row is full. So this episode ends with Olga sanitizing Steven. And let me tell you something. This is the same thing we do in my home. Soon as you come to that front door, you disrobe, all of your clothes go into our washer, and you have to bathe. Like, we don't want you coming in here. You can't sit down on nothing. You can't touch nothing. You have to be bathed and sanitized, because, listen, ain't nobody trying to get that. We don't know what that is. This thing is so new. Miss Rona came in and shut the nation down in a span of like 2 weeks. We don't know what this is. They gave it a name, but they still don't know what it is. So I'm not trying to dance with that demon. So sanitize your behind at that door. Don't bring outside in here. We don't play that. Team Olga. I don't think she's overreacting at all. That's all I wanted to talk about this episode. What did you think of this episode? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. And if you like what you see here, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you next Tuesday for the following episode of The Real Housewives of 90 Day Fiancé. 90 Day Fiancé self-quarantine. And I said Tuesday because I watched the show that night, filmed and edited, and it should be up by Tuesday. So that's why I said that. I'm a one-woman show, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Watch those ads. Support your girl. Love ya. See you soon. Bye.